This is a bed I want to get in here and get that chokeweed out. It's a low ground cover, but it grows. I don't think it chokes out the weeds, plants, but it just want to grab hold of everything. And when we moved here, I had a battle with it to get it out, but when the floodwaters come in here, it carries that seed, and it come in here last year, and I never did get to it, but I'm going to pull every bit of it up and keep an eye on this bed and make sure it don't regrow. It's trying to go over there to the sunchokes. Now I don't want it going into the sunchokes. It'll be hard to get that out till winter. So I'm going to grab it before it gets over there. And this mysterious tree, don't know what it is, but look at the big old leaf on that. Whatever that is, have no idea. It just come up. Oh, I got cutter bees. That's always supposed to be a good sign to have cutter bees around here because they pollinate. And see, they cut into your plant. That's a good sign. And I did let the chickens in here the other day just to let them, be around here before I got in here. They really like the comfrey. Right here, I got a pomegranate right by that stick, so I'm going to clean up around that and just see what I can do. And I don't mind, I got 3 beds full of sunchokes, and I don't mind eventually it takes over. I can move other plants out. That way if it does take over, there's 1, 2, 3. If they do take over, I'll have beds, nothing but sunchokes, and it'd be a supply of food. If you're ever starving, you'd be wishing you had all of them because you can eat them raw. And they taste like potato raw. So, I don't mind if they take over. But if they do, I'll rethink some of this stuff and get it out here and move it into my older bed. But for now, this is my worry, getting these chokeweed out. Here's a pecan tree coming up, and I'll leave it in this corner for now. But if this peach tree doesn't make it, I'll take that and let it live in here and take the peach tree out. It don't look too good. I was hoping it'd make it, but every year it was dying where it was at, and I was hoping it'd have a better life over here, but it looks like it's still going to struggle. Looks pretty bad, but I got this pecan tree, and it'll be a good place right here. I love my pecans that come up. I cut them back. Don't let them grow up unless they're in a good spot and out of the way. That's why I need the... You coming over here, Sonny? Come on. Need to get the dogs in here. Let them mosey around. So far we haven't seen no rattlesnakes, but you never know. This is an example what that bindweed does. It just winds itself around plants. And here's another one. It just grows up around all your plants. So I'm going to work at it. Get this out here. Well, I've got a big pile of weeds, chokeweed, and I trimmed this tree up and found a baby pecan tree, and I might leave it just see what happens to this tree. I can always take it out later if I don't like whatever grows on that, because there are some trees in town that grows these big long brown beans. and they shed terrible in the fall, which this might be it. But anyway, I got this pecan tree in the right spot, so I might change my mind on it. And I trimmed that tree up so I can see under it and work under it. In case there's a snake there. And I chopped out some comfrey and took it to another spot. And now I gotta maybe dig these up. That's right in the waterway. The water comes down through here and it comes right to a little canal. So I'm going to have to remove them. And I've been having helpers go through the brush, making sure all is clear. I decided to take Barbara's mint that she gave us out here. I do believe the sunchokes will take it over this summer. So since the chickens are not eating it, I'm going to put it out in a walkway or somewhere. And maybe up by my swing where I can smell it. It smells good. And I'll take both plants out. Hey, I see my rose that I planted, and it's getting a bud on it. Well, I sure like to see what it's going to look like. I just now seen it. Well, I got this mint planted out here. The girl's looking it over. And if they happen to tear it up, I will move it. But I got other mint that's poking through the fence and they leave it long. So I'm hoping they'll leave it long. And it's right here by the swing. So I'm hoping they'll leave it long so I can smell it. Should be nice. But, oh, Sonny's out. Bill's been working on our big gate. It's been sagging, so he's working on it. So the wind's coming up and it's cold and getting cloudy. And if I ever get this to block the wind through here, it'll help me a lot. But it's getting cold in that bed. And I'll probably call it a day and show it to y'all some other time. But I've got a lot of the weeds pulled up. And just a little bit more work on it, and I'll be done with it. So thanks for watching from Out West Homestead. Bye. I'm going to have to go in the house get warmed up. I was trimming up this goji bush and I didn't notice, but they're getting flowers on them, so I'm quitting. I was just trying to get some of that out of our face walking through here. And I looked over here and there's a whole group of flowers over here. And I was surprised because I wasn't watching. But I won't trim no more. I'm glad this bush has some, well, has some berries on it. It's a big bush. And I was just cutting it back. Here's a little potato patch I have. And they're getting flowers on them. I'm glad to see that. You'll chop some little willows out here this morning, and we give this area a water. Things are starting to dry out, and I'm getting ready to water them potatoes. There's a few sunchokes in here. I don't mind. I might dig them up later, but here's another baby apricot to come up. It can live there through the summer, and I might transplant it to a safe place in the winter. Well, my fig is coming out from the bottom. That's sunchokes around it. So I'll probably dig this up, put it in a different spot for the winter. This peach tree that I think a squirrel dug and put the seed in there in the ground. It's really doing good. So I think I'll leave it in this spot. And it won't have competition with the fig or vice versa. I do like it there. There, I got the water going on the potatoes. No telling when we get rain. So I'm getting a little wet for now. They're really doing good. Yep, I gotta show you what's going on. My radishes are popping up. Yay! Well, I guess everybody knows where I'm at. I'm at the food forest, getting out of the wind. There's some wind over there, but right in here it's pretty good. But I will go in. I'm getting cold, sweating, and that wind blowing. I just want to take a minute, enjoy the food forest before I go in. Bye. Got some laying buddies.